a day when Walmart used to be the place that all of America brought their kids to beat the snot out of them in public? Don't do that anymore. I remember this one time I got in trouble in the toy section. My mom drugged me from the toy section all the way to the adult men's section, pulled a belt off the hook, and beat my butt right there in the Walmart. Even though the belt was used, she put it back on the rack. As a matter of fact, I know they don't do this anymore because I was in the toy section a while back. Now, every man in here will know exactly what I'm talking about. I did not need anything in the toy section, but every man does this. We go to the toy section to look at stuff that we didn't get to have when we were kids. So I'm standing there, this woman walks up to this little 4-year-old kid. This kid is screaming at the top of his lungs because he wants a toy. And she's like, I'm not buying you a toy, we'll just look at it. And he's just screaming, And I went over to her, I said, excuse me, ma'am, there's belts in the adult men's section. She said, well, I never. I said, I can see that. I got in trouble. Well, there was a line of trees out behind the house, and he said, I want you to go back there, and I want you to find a switch. You get to pick it, and I'm going to beat you with it. I said, okay. So I went back there. I stood there. I was thinking, maybe he will forget. I'm standing there. Finally, he said, boy, get that switch and get in here. So what I did was I took off running towards the house. I didn't have a switch. He said, I told you to get a switch. So I made a beeline for the weeping willow tree, and I got the, the limb from the weeping willow tree that is like floppy, and basically I look like one of those gymnastics with the ribbon, And I gave it to my dad like this, and he laughed, so I thought I wasn't going to get whipped, and then he pulled